Less than 24 hours remain before the trade deadline ends. And the Milwaukee Bucks traded Chris Middleton, A.G. Johnson, and Peaks to the Wizards in exchange for Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Baldwin, and a second-round pick. Whether Giannis supports the Milwaukee Bucks trade or not. Prior to this trade, there was a cryptic message that seemed like he wanted to go to Houston because there was red and white color posted on him. So it could also be Portland or maybe the Bulls. Giannis immediately deleted this cryptic post after Middleton was traded to the Wizards. The first thing Kuzma did when he was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks was remove his trade kicker bonus so that the Bucks could sign again. They got stuck on the second tax apron, so they can still acquire a buyout player now. With this move by the Milwaukee Bucks, they now win the trade because they avoided the second half tax apron. Kuzma also has 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. And Kuzma is still truly tradable because of his contract. His contract was $23 million this year, will become $21 million to $19 million until 2027. Middleton has 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. He is also injury-prone, but when Middleton is healthy, he also carries the Bucks. He is also eligible for a contract extension. He still has a player option. So business-wise, the Milwaukee Bucks win. Jonas Valanciunas was traded to Sacramento in exchange for CDC Soko and 2 second-round picks, which is almost equivalent to Daniel Tice. Now in OKC, the second-round picks are the return. Draymond Green is also trending now as the deadline approaches because he's being considered for trade. He also made a comment on his podcast about Butler. He was surprised by the messiness of the trade, that Pat Riley would suddenly send Butler to Toronto. Golden State's time is also running out to pull out a trade. So Mike, don't leave. Move around, you might get injured. Imagine they surpass them in Kyle Kuzma. They will also likely be interested. They could have gotten him using Schroeder and 2 second-round picks. They also seem uninterested now because they are focused on Kevin Durant. They could have also gotten Valanciunas with almost no return because of what Sacramento did. In the base case, Kevin Durant has no interest to play or return to Golden State even if he won a championship there. However, the Suns have the right to trade Kevin Durant. Any team that can offer a good package. Because there are less than 24 hours left for Golden State. They might be surpassed again in prime targets like Nikola Vucevic or Brandon Ingram being acquired by other teams. Because that's why they are too focused on Kevin Durant now. There is reporting on HoopsWire that KD would go to Golden State, Butler and Kuminga to the Suns, and Andrew Wiggins to the Miami Heat. So that could happen. Because this is not contrary to what Shams said, since he mentioned that Kim AD does not want to return to the Warriors. While Luka is practicing with LeBron, there is a report that he is expected to play in the game against the Indiana Pacers. That's also on the Lakers' home court, February 9th, the LA versus Golden State game. There is still ample time for the LA to get a center after the deadline. They still don't want to give up a large asset in the trade. They also seem to retain Dalton Kinnick because he is the one they actually left behind to acquire another big-time center. The 2 centers currently on LA's radar are Robert Williams from Portland, who has 7 points and 7 rebounds per game with a $12 million contract, and Nick Claxton, who has a relatively large contract of $27 million, but his contract is truly tradable because it's like Kuzma's, decreasing. Nikola Vucevic makes Golden State and the Lakers hesitant to acquire him through a trade because the Bulls are asking for first-round picks.